Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to take a look at this LR Fusion Zamasu. So, finally I'm able to get the showcase out because I do have him Big Bad Bosses level 10. This is basically a max link showcase. There's only like one link that's not maxed out, but my guy here is at 69%, so I did manage to get 2 copies of this guy. Definitely am not touching the banner anymore, especially after seeing Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo revealed. Definitely going to save every stone I can for them because they're coming up in like about a week or so. So that's going to be very awesome, right? Alright, so let's take a look at this unit here. So the leader skill, unfortunately this guy still has like the old LR leader skill, so it's only a 150. I really like the Carnival LR leader skills better, where they're like full 200. That would be nice. So if this guy had full 200, that would be awesome. Because the one bad part I think about this unit is he doesn't really have the best setup right now, because you want to run him with all the other Goku Black and Zamasu units, but none of them are like top tier leaders. So right now what you're going to see on this team build is basically I'm running the new Trunks and Vegeta as the leader, but they're just like, they don't fit well with this team at all. So I'm just going to have them smashed together on a rotation while I try to run my extreme rotations how I want to, right? So he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and does colossal damage and lowers attack, and that's on the 12 key. On the 18 key, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does Mega Colossal, and greatly lowers attack. So basically the same thing, except he gets Mega Colossal and he greatly lowers attack instead of a regular lower. And then his passive, and this guy's really good, by the way. So he does do an entrance animation, plus an additional 1 key per key sphere obtained for 5 turns. When there's another Patara category ally on the team, which there will be on the teams you want to run this guy on, right? At the start of the character's attacking turn. Randomly changes key spheres to int, and then attack and defense 100 and reduces damage by 20%. So just unconditional 20% damage reduction is good, because this guy's going to have a fair amount of defense, right? Plus an additional attack and defense 50 while performing a super. He launches an additional when performing an ultra super. So if this guy ultra super, so as long as you get an 18 key, he gets a guaranteed additional super. So that's very powerful, right? I call this like the LR Broly mechanic, which he just got it unconditional no matter what. But basically this whole idea where you get guaranteed additional supers is very powerful. We've seen how powerful this is on the Year 7 LRs. It was very powerful on Videl, and Videl had that. So that's really good because you're guaranteed getting 2 supers out of this guy. Which you combo it with the 1 turn attack and defense raise. That's actually really, really good, right? Okay, so his defense will be looking really good because he's going to be getting like, what is it, double great raises. So he's going to be getting 2 50% procs from there as long as you get the 18 key. Plus he gets another 50% on a super attack effect. This is a unit I would really like to actually see the defense mid-turn. Once again, if Dokkan could put that in the game, I would appreciate it. But obviously I know there's people who have mathed it out and calculated it out. We'll try to give a rough estimate. We'll look at it. So he gets that guarantee, and then he gets attacks. He gets attacks effective against all types when key is 24. So as long as you hit the 24 key, he's effective against all types. And because he has that key mechanic, 1 key per key sphere, for the first 5 turns at least, it's going to be very easy for him to hit that. Which tells me you don't necessarily have to put crit on this guy. I think on this guy you could go like very heavy additional and heavy dodge if you wanted to also, right? Then he gets an additional damage reduction of 2% within the same turn with each attack received up to 10. So basically, if he gets hit 5 times in the same turn, he'll get an extra 10% damage reduction up to 30. That's not the craziest, to be honest. I believe, what is it, the Year 6 Blue Evolution Vegeta has the same thing. It's okay, but like, it'll definitely make a difference, right, when his defense is so high, but it's not the craziest. And then he gets 1 key every time the character receives an attack 5 times in battle up to 5. That's crazy. Like, he would have to get hit 25 times to get that full 5 key, so I don't know that you're ever really going to see that. So what it is they give you the additional key mechanic for the first 5 turns, and then you hope that by the time those first 5 turns are up, that you can at least build up this passive to give him at least like 1 to 3 key extra starter turn, but he's got to get hit a lot, right? He recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn every time he receives an attack 5 or more times in battle. Great chance of evading the enemy's unarmed super attack and countering with tremendous power. So they clearly want this to be a slot 1 unit, which I think they can be, but the thing is they kind of work good in slot 2 because they're going to get the double defense raises on supers, right? So we'll have to see how this guy's looking in battle, see what his defense is actually looking like. So you can see I did go as heavy additional as I could on him right now just to get me more defense stacks. And there he is. This is basically full level 10 links. Like, this is the point he got to when I finally got him to level 10 big bad bosses. So of course it was like one of the last ones that hit. He's just missing 2 links on his fierce battle. So he's going to be looking pretty close to a max links unit, right? So here's the team build. It's pretty much a whole Goku Black Zamasu team, other than the leader, which is the Vegeta and Trunks, right? So let's hop in. This is a pretty ideal turn right away. Legendary power isn't showing, but we'll get legendary power as well. We're just missing godly power and fuse fighter. Now, godly power is a pretty good link. I mean, we don't pick up either of those with the other Goku Black, so we'll just stay here in slot 1. Let's grab, and here's a 24 key. So once again, remember, let's look at this now. So 173k defense doesn't seem that crazy. But remember, he's got 20% damage reduction. He's getting 50% from his passive, and he's going to get 2 guaranteed supers here, so 2 more 50% procs. So if we just try to math it out, I don't know. So let's just say it's like about 180. We take 50% of that, and we can add 90k onto that. I mean, that would put him at like 270, and then you're going to 50% that 2 more times. It's going to get pretty good. So 270, we 50% that a couple more times. I mean, he's probably going to be at like 500k defense or something like that, right? With 20% damage reduction, plus an extra 2% reduction every time he gets hit. I think that's actually looking pretty decent. Once again, the start of turn defense isn't the craziest, so if he just gets supered like slot 1 here, like, yeah, that can look bad. Now, in this fight, it won't matter. Like, this fight, he won't take that much because this is like the very first stage of Vegeta event, but in red zone, I could see him getting hit really hard slot 1, right? Dodging coming through, which is good, which is why I think dodge isn't the worst on this guy. Obviously, you want him to get hit a little bit, but there he is at 8 mil, too. So 8 mil for, you know, a very defensive unit that's going to get a guaranteed additional here, right? And then a 5.2. So he basically did like a 13 million attack stat. And when you get the guaranteed additionals, like, that's crazy. And then he was effective against all types. So you can kind of start to feel the power offensively with this unit, especially when you get that 24 key super. Now, once again, it's going to be a lot harder after the first 5 turns because he loses his key mechanic, right? So we do want him to get hit to build up that key. So what are we going to do? So this turn here, I guess we'll float the STR. Yeah, we'll float the STR Rose. Vegeta and Trunks is going to stay on this rotation, and then we're just going to keep them smashed together. And actually, what would be cool here is if my Rose can get the finishing blow on the end, and then he can get his buff. That'd actually be pretty nice. We'll see. I definitely want to take this Vegeta out, because I don't want like a weak Vegeta going into the next turn. I want to be able to get both my supers off. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, we kind of needed a crit there. I don't know if Zamasu's going to... I don't know if my Rose on the end can do enough to this Vegeta, unless we double super. Let's see. Maybe AGL Goku Black will go kind of crazy here. Let's see. Yeah, 1.8, that's not the craziest. He's a build-up unit, though. Like, he has to build up, and then he gets a lot better. I don't know. If Rose double supers, I think we can take him out, but we might end up with a weak Vegeta here, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we can get a double super here. Get some crits. Like, we can definitely deal some big damage. Would love to get the killing blow here with this guy. Oh, so close, and no additional, sure. So now what's going to happen is we'll put Zamasu in slot 1 to get a hit in. This actually isn't a great turn anyways, because we got Vegeta and Trunks floating. So you can see, yeah, 157k defense. Yeah, like, I don't know if I actually like this guy in slot 1. I think I like him better in slot 2. And I think what's nice is he's going to pair really nice with this Tech LR, Zamasu and Goku Black. They have not EZA'd yet on Global, but I think they're more of a slot 1 unit. And then you'd put in Zamasu in slot 2, and I think that's really the way you run it. But I'm going to put him in slot 1 because I want him to get hit, because I want to try to build up that key. But another 24 key, so 6.8. This is without support this time. Super effective against all types, and he has a guaranteed additional coming. So I do like the way he's looking. He is a very, very good unit. And I know the double rates banner is tempting, but here's the thing. If you've already summoned, you've chosen to do that or not. But yeah, especially knowing like that Beast Gohan and Piccolo are coming, like, I would definitely not be tempted on this banner, right? Okay, so we're going to leave Trunks and Vegeta here. Now that we're facing a tech enemy, we definitely should be able to take him out for sure. We're going to swap the Goku Blacks like this. And then we'll go like that. Alright, so hopefully here we can take him out. Trunks and Vegeta should be putting in some work here with type advantage. And I want to get a fresh Vegeta going into the next turn. That's my goal. We'll see. See if it actually happens here. Ooh, maybe not. Ouch. Yeah, he's... Ah, he's a little too tanky, and these Goku blocks are not going to be hitting hard. It's going to be another one. I hate when I get into these loops in showcases where I just keep ending up with a weak enemy. Although, we put a nice crit down here, but here's the thing. Type disadvantage, I don't even think a super is going to take out this Vegeta unless we crit here. Let's see if AGL Goku Black, and I don't know that this guy has any crit. He's a pretty, like, he's only 69%, so I don't know. Come on, don't give him with just a sliver. Of course, just the smallest sliver. Ah, this is unfortunate. Once I get both Vegeta and Trunkses, that'll probably be a little bit better. But yeah, we've got to go in slot 1 here, take the big shot. So we're not really going to get a chance to see the additionals in play here. But another 24 key, because the orb changing really makes a difference, right? So the orb changing is huge. So now we're at 200k defense. So once again, this is really easy, a lot easier to math out, but we get 50% on super of that, right? So then that would put us at 300k, and then if we 50% that again, it would be 450, and then if we 50% that again, that would be what, another 225 onto that. So it'd be like 675. So yeah, if that's actually mathed out correctly, I'm not sure if that's the way it actually calculates out. But dude, if he's at like 675 after a double super with 20 to 30% damage reduction, that's really good, right? So I do think this Zamasu is going to be really nice in slot 2, which I know kind of counteracts his kit, right? Like wanting to get hit. But that getting hit is only for key, so it's not like the craziest thing. And I guess it's for the, what was it? There was another part in there, but there was the 8.4 again, so that's pretty good, right? Oh, he gets healing based on it too. So you're not really missing out on a ton by him not getting hit. It's not like the tech LR, Goku Black and Zamasu. That one is way more important they get hit because they actually build up their passive from it, right? So for them, that's why they make more sense as a slot 1 unit, and they made them really good, I think, as a slot 1 unit. So I'm really excited to get these 2 LR EZAs in, because I even like the Trunks and Mai, like for the super class team, because they're really solid too, and I believe they're support unit after their EZA. So they're going to be really awesome on that team. So I'm actually really excited about this future team once those EZAs come in. All right, it's just unfortunate for the Extreme team is they just do not have the proper leader, right? Now, like once AGL Zamasu EZAs or something like that, or we just get a new Zamasu or something that can be the leader, then we'll be definitely cooking, right? All right, so at this point, I think the Vegeta's just going to be strong enough that he won't... we should hopefully just be able to get some damage in on the next one. Yeah, this Vegeta's a lot tankier, so now we're good. We just had to get to the point... Well, I guess this Trunks and Vegeta hasn't gone yet, but I think we just had to get to the point, just because this off-rotation just hasn't been great the whole time. We just had to get to the point where this Vegeta's strong enough that he can just have health even after we attack. Now, yes, I guess I could have just, like, not triggered supers with these guys, but... You know, out of habit, you just got to grab that key. We just got to grab all that key. All right, well, I guess we did take him down to 2 bars anyways. I probably should have just held back. Let's see, 1.5. This shouldn't do too much. Oh, of course he crits, though, and gets the additional. All right, so I guess he's down to basically 1 health bar, so never mind. We just don't like seeing double supers with Zamasu. That's okay, we'll get deeper, but yeah, so see here, like, look at all that key, and actually, we're going to get hit a lot here. So this is good, because we can actually build up, like, a little bit of his key mechanic, too, right? And then the healing, which... You know, that's not a huge deal. It's 10% every time he gets hit 5 times, right? So I'm sure on this turn he would probably trigger that. Alright, so with AGL Goku Black floating around, yeah, about 190k defense, so not too bad. Once again, that's bad starter turn defense, but remember, we have damage reduction, and he gets a bunch of defense after supering. So we just have him in slot 1 now, because we're just trying to build up those hits so that we can get that key mechanic going. But yeah, he's settling in, right? So when properly... linked and properly supported at 69%, my guy's hitting almost 9 mil attack stats with guaranteed additionals at like 5 mil. That's super good. Like, this Zamasu is really good, but not that I'm trying to tempt you to summon on the banner, right? Because I know double rates makes it tempting, but overall the banner actually isn't great. And once again, you want to use your stones for these insane... This Beast Gohan and Piccolo, like, they're going to be insane leaders. They're going to have really good leader skills. They're probably... I would imagine they're going to be in contention for best units in the game, because this is a shared celebration, and they don't normally share New Year's. Like, this is like a first. Like, because even for like the, if you think about it, the Blue Gogeta Broly movie, right? Like, that movie came out around the same time, and they didn't even try to promote those movie characters by doing a joint celebration. So you know they wanted to make this hype. They want everything Dragon Ball Superhero to be shared. They're really pumping out the promotion for this. So I think they're going to be insane. And the thing on Global, they're going to look even more impressive. Like, whenever we get these shared celebration units like we did for Gamma 1 and 2, they are just so much more impressive on Global because we're essentially getting time-traveled units that should be 6 to 8 months ahead because they have to compete with JP's meta, but we're getting them at the same time. So that's another reason why joint celebration units are always just way better. We're actually getting units way ahead of schedule that we shouldn't. So what'll happen is we'll get this insane Beast Gohan or whatever, and then we'll get a unit like a normal Dokkan Fest on normal schedule, and they're going to seem super weak, right? So that's why you really want to pay attention to like the timeline of things and when units come out, because that makes a big difference, right? Okay, so what are we going to do here? I'm going to do something crazy. We do have an active skill, which I didn't talk about yet. So let's talk about this active skill, because we may actually want to use this right now. So this is can be activated after performing 5 or more super attacks. Massively raises attack, causes ultimate damage, and does a guaranteed stun. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use it on this turn. I mean, I should keep mine. I want to put this... what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Whis here. And I want to put this Goku Black Zamasu. This is the non-easy aid one, by the way. I'm just going to toss them in slot 1 because I want them to get hit a bunch to build up their passive. Oh, and I'm doing it on the Dokkan attack. That's fine. That's actually good because then my Int Zamasu can maybe double super here and actually get to see that. And then with Whis here, we should be fine. All right, so let's see what happens. Because, see, these guys get attack when they get hit, right? So they're building up all of their attacks. Actually, I won't grab the nodes here. We'll just let this go. This would be a very weak attack stat. It's only like 2 point something mil. The thing is these guys, you're going to see if I can get a turn in this video, they actually can hit decently hard on Easy 8. So after Easy 8, they're pretty darn crazy. Because like in this iteration, you can see they're not defensive. They were taking 35k normals, and that was with a Whis on in the Legendary Vegeta event. So they get a huge turnaround. Here's our double super. So there's like our big 8 mil followed by a 5 mil. Very insane. Yep, very good damage there. So, alright, so let's get on to the next turn here. We're getting into the little bit of the tougher phases of Vegeta here. Type disadvantage, Trunks and Vegeta, they're probably not really going to care. Yeah, look at these two guys. These Trunks and Vegeta, like, I haven't even really been paying attention to them. Not really, like, trying to focus on them. And one is at 600k defense and the other's at 700k defense. You think Trunks and Vegeta are good? I think they're just a little bit good. They're just a little bit good. They're crazy. So we'll let them just go crazy. They're definitely not going to take out Vegeta here. He's got a lot of health and they've got type disadvantage. So, but they've got guard. So guard is a thing with these units and part of what makes them so good. So the fact that they have guard with stacking defense is what makes them insane. And they're just going to keep stacking and stacking and stacking. That's kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, they've been on rotation, and I guess I have been supering with them, but I just haven't paid attention, and their defense has just gone insane. Because at first I was kind of worried. I'm like, oh no, I got both these guys type disadvantage, but wait, they have guard, and they have stacking defense. So they're basically Tech Ultimate Gohan on crack is what they are. Yep, and then double digits, of course, no problem, because we're guarding, and we have insane defense. So the friend unit, by the way, is rainbowed, which is why his defense is really high. But yeah, these two on rotation, I mean... Technically, you probably can get away with doing this because they don't have to link to be good. They just do a lot better when they are linked. So, kind of crazy. So yeah, 2.3 for this guy. I think this guy has to get hit to get build up, which is unfortunate for a support unit. Because you want to float this guy in slot 3 where a lot of times he's not going to get hit, right? Okay, so we'll do that, Alright, so now we got our good rotation here again. I don't know, I'm going to put the tech one in slot 1 again. I think I'm going to save. Do I want... Well, if I put them in slot 1... Well, their defense is a little bit better now. 156. I don't know. I kind of want them to get hit a bunch to build up their passive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another Whis. And I know this is the non-easy aid one. I'm just really curious about them, right? So we'll do this. Just grab a couple orbs there. What's our defense looking like? This is a pretty good turn with STR Rose on the end there. So yeah, about 200k defense start a turn. And then we'll have STR Rose do that. Alright, let's see what we do here. Let's see what kind of damage the uneasy aid LR... Well, this is only a 12 key, so it won't be crazy. But yeah, they're fully built up now. Alright, so look at that. 4 mil, though, for the 12 key. That's actually pretty good for these guys. Uneasy aid. That's actually really good. All right, next turn I'm going to try to get a 12 key, but I won't need to put him in slot 1. But this is like an actual realistic rotation that you'll run. It'll be like this guy in slot 2 and then the tech one in slot 1. And it's basically on. Like it's one of the better rotations in the game. I would say that. Look at a triple super. So we just did, what, an 8 mil followed by 2 5 to 6 mil attack stats? Pretty good. And that's why I like additionals on him, because then if you triple super, you get the triple 50% defense stacks. With that little bit of damage reduction he's got, is kind of crazy. Alright, Rose. How's Rose going to tank this? I think his defense should be pretty good after supering. He hasn't gotten a killing blow, though, so he is missing a lot of stats, but he's really good as a floating support. I do like that STR Rose. I think he's definitely fine. Sure, let's see if we can just maybe active skill through this turn. Yeah, we'll just active skill through this turn and go quick. I think that's what we'll do. And then we're going to active skill with my Zamasu probably on the next turn here. And I'll double check. I think he does crit for the whole turn. I'll double check that though. But those active skills, when you crit the whole turn, that's really good. Because then like all the damage you do is just crazy. Alright, so we are going to go in slot 1 here. We are going to active skill. Let's double check it. So... massively raises attack, ultimate damage. Oh, it stuns. It doesn't guarantee crit. That's fine, though. We will have effective against all types. Let's go and pop that. Okay, so yeah, some nice damage there. And then let's go ahead and, yep, pop that for full 24 key. And I'm going to try without an item. Oh, I really want to get... oh, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this, but I do want to see the 18 key with them. So I'm just going to pop a couple of key up items here. I want to get a fat attack stat with the non-easy aid Goku Black and Zamasu. I want to get you excited for how crazy this easy aid is going to be. Alright, let's see. If he gets super right away, we are going to take damage here. After super, though, I bet we take double digits, which is pretty good from this Vegeta. So there we are, 8 mil again. So very consistent attack stats, but once again, guaranteed super coming. So there's, you know, he's got like 100% defense there. Here's another 50% defense. And then if we get another one, that would be another 50% defense raise. Okay. Okay, we didn't get the super, but we got another additional. Alright, give me a final flash. I would love to see it. Alright. Oh, he did finally. He got a key up there. So look, 7 mil for these guys. Non-easy aid. 7 mil attack stat. Look at that. Their defense is trash. Alright, this will probably sting. I mean, they got type advantage, thankfully. What is this going to do to these guys? Yeah, 190. They're going to be so much better, though. They're going to be tanking that for double digits, no problem, after their easy A. We're just a few days away from it. At this point. It's coming up very soon. Alright, so another Trunks and Vegeta turn. So sure, we'll just attack through here, and then we'll try to get one more turn with our boy. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I definitely like Zamasu. He's a very, very good unit, right? Okay. And so I know people complain about this Rose, because I agree, I don't like the killing blow mechanic. But if you're using him in the way that I'm using him here, it's just a floating support, he's fine. His stats are good enough without the killing blow, because he's like 400k defense and he's hitting like 4 to 5 mil attack stats, right? Which is still plenty good. It's just if you get the killing blow, then he's on rotation doing like 9 mil attack stats with better defense, right? But I do like that. I definitely, like, Rose to me is way better in Tech Vegito. Like, I think I'm going to use him way more than Tech Vegito, just because of the nature of him being a support unit. Like, to me, on this Zamasu team, he's almost a must-run, like, as a floating support. And I think he's definitely good enough to be on rotation. Yeah, so, like, a 4 mil attack stat for my floating support, who's supporting for, what, 3 key, 50% attack and defense? Yeah, his defense, yeah, right there, taken from normal is not that good. But, that's okay. Alright, so last turn here. Oh, and actually, as Vegeta's about to pop. So yeah, this will be our last turn. So let's go ahead and do this. And we'll just finish him off with what I'm assuming will be another 8 to... yeah, probably like an 8 mil attack stat here. Okay, let's see what he takes here. Ooh, not even double digits there. He's only got 170-something K defense. But yeah, 8 mil. He's been super consistent. So anyways, guys, there you go. There's Zamasu. Very, very good unit. But just keep your eye out. Beast Gohan's coming. Piccolo's coming. They're going to be crazy. So anyways, let me know what you think of this unit. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.